November 29 day, 16 days of activism to end digital violence against women laga program Nyatho resort te thakise aru itu de stakeholders alak ahigina takhan laga bhabna share kurise aru digital violence against women stop kuribo lagya janai dise. I will details abo.
For every survivor who speaks out, there are many who continue to suffer in silence, held back by stigma, fear, or lack of support. It is our responsibility to create an environment where every woman feels safe to seek help, to heal, and to reclaim her life. Even as we speak of these challenges, the recent murder of Ms. Bihojono Zhao, which shook the conscience of our society and disturbed the peace of everyone, is a painful reminder of the urgency with which we must act to protect our women and ensure that justice is delivered without delay. Collective effort is essential. Families, communities, institutions, and governments must stand united to challenge harmful norms, strengthen protective systems, and ensure justice is swift and uncompromising. Education, awareness, and accountability must remain at the forefront of this fight. In today's digital age, violence has taken new and deeply disturbing forms. Online harassment, cyberbullying, cyberstalking, impersonation, and non-consensual sharing of images have become widespread. Digital spaces must not become arenas for intimidation or abuse. Strengthening cyber safety and grievance redressal mechanisms, promoting digital literacy and responsible online behavior are crucial to ensuring that women feel secure both online and offline. Empowering women against any kind of abuse is not merely an act of compassion. It is an investment in a society that values equality, progress, and humanity. We should collectively work towards a world where women can live without fear.
Violence against women in any form must end. This day reminds us of the courage of the Mirabal sisters whose lives were taken in 1960 for standing up against injustice. And it reminds us that even today, women and girls continue to face threats, not only in public and private spaces, but now increasingly online. Today, digital spaces have become central to how we live, connect, and work. But for many women, these spaces are not safe. Online harassment, cyberstalking, non-consensual sharing of images, trolling, misuse of AI-generated content, these are real forms of violence. And the pain caused behind a screen is no less damaging than what happens in the physical world. As a woman and as a mother, this concerns me deeply, and my stand is very clear. Nagaland must be a place where women and girls feel safe online and offline.
And when we talk about this unite, this team, it's a global human rights emergency that must stop. Women Commission, we have come across many cases, many sexual harassment cases, many domestic violence cases, attempt to rape, attempt to murder, and of all that, we have come across many cybercrime cases. There were some cases, which involves a people, culprits staying in some other places, in some other state, taking the pictures of the victim where she is staying, even clicking the pictures of the door saying that, see, I know your location, where you are staying, how you are sleeping, what you are eating. That was the case that we came. Okay, it's a very, very high profile case as well. And in such cases, when such victim approach an individual or an organization or the Women Commission, we should make sure that the victims are well protected. So such cases also we have received. And just recently we have in the latter part, our speaker, madam, will be speaking also, the cybercrime, a harassment, passing a very vulgar and derogatory remarks to one of our reputed founder of Nagaland Mother Association, Madam Rosemary. She is here present today. I'm sure she will be speaking on that also in the later part when she will be speaking. That is also a cybercrime. That's just an example. So this online and digital space, actually in real sense, it should empower women and the girl, not only women and the girl, but in generally for every one of us, both men and women. But yet, every day, for millions of women and girls, as women and the girls are a very, very vulnerable section of the society, they are being targeted. And this digital world has become a minefield of harassment, abuse, and control. This digital tools is increasingly being used to stalk, harass, and abuse women and girls, which includes, as I've already said, in our, like real-time cases that we have taken up, using the image-based to abuse the victim, non-consensual sharing of intimate images, nude pictures, or saying that it's for an revenge, leaking of porn, nudity images, etc. Nowadays, this hyperbullying and trolling and online threats has become a trend and fashion.
I did not know, he said. I was not aware that it's a crime and it's happening. And because of the widespread technology, because of the services, devices, the features being upgraded every day on an everyday basis, many people had committed knowingly, with intention, without intention, had ended up committing a lot of cases relating to digital violence. To conclude my 15 minutes, to conclude, I must say that when it comes to violence against women and children, over this past 10 years, I've been working consistently with women every day of my life, being with the women in the field, crying with them, laughing away with them, trying to heal from the wound. I have learned that you cannot just say, that Nagaland is a crime-free state and all. Crime is very much prevalent here. It is everywhere. And it has become an intrinsic part of the lives that we are living. Women have started to accept, because I'm a woman, I should be, okay, let me step back. Oh, he said, so it's okay, I think I should bear it. It has become an intrinsic part of the lives that we are living in. And it is everywhere, and nowhere is this eruption more intense than right behind the doors, closed doors of our homes. Behind every closed doors of our Naga homes, our women and our girls are being tortured. Our women and our girls are being brutally beaten. Our women and our girls are being discriminated even by their family members. They are being killed. Today, I prayerfully stand here, I feel, it's with almost all the stakeholders here, I think I prayerfully stand seeking support from each and every one of you, seeking for justice. I am the voice of all those women victims who had come to the crisis center, who had come to the women helpline and the one-stop centers saying, I'm in pain, help me. I am the voice of all those women who are still suffering today in silence. I seek your support to make our state, to protect our women from violence. Thank you so much.
We don't have to wait for the male, actually. The first victimized is done by ourselves. A lot of experience, a bad experience happened. And I really I'm thrilled to ask this question because today, the 10% male, 90% female. What are we doing? We don't even have to ask our other gender, male also. Workplace will start bitching about each other. Child-related case do it's going on. Empathy equal to 9. One issue like and if the case is from the other like states, interstate cases, itu case to cari divina. Issue like we know. Are we waiting to happen to our family? So that time we wake up and say that we have to fight for this. And it's happening. It's happening. Because we always say that we are building the future. But what about the present? That is a question to be asked. Because each day when we are receiving a case, a call at 998, and going for the interventions, as a grassroots worker, we come back demotivated. What can 1098 staff do? As per the roles and responsibility, rescue, support person if needed, CWC production, our hands are clean. What next? We have intervened cases where like the police personnel from a higher authority came down just to say that itu baca la chutai divina. Not even male. That's a sad reality. Victim usually do mahan sa usually do domestic helper de ania do highest number female. Because girl child they are very good. Go sa pa pro paredo. Tan ay usually do bacha is ho paredo. The domestic helper female child, girl child. Baba mawi sapi nai. Ani vi kun hoy ta angi lui jevi kun hoy mota bacha usually nijo asore rakhiyo lage. That is happening. It's happening. But I'm not saying that male child are not being abused. No, they have been abused. As per our case data, they have been abused. One suicide case, 9-year-old boy child in Kohima. 9 years. But still then we are waiting for our turn to happen in our own family, in our own community. Community that we share, we'll go for a rally. That is, at the moment, it's trending. For the past few years, after that, no one is there to ask, "Idu bacha lo de ki huishe, kiniga huishe, ki istu kunya huishe she bacha lo de, tagi kude rakhi na se." So it is not a playing game today, it is the reality. That it is going to happen in our homes someday, and it has started. With the past few cases, recent cases happening. Just this year, a mother has murdered her own daughter in Kohima. What happened? Are we safe? That we have to ask ourselves. And to our tribe, to our ladies. So that is the reality, and I didn't want to waste any time, and I'm exactly on time, Gugu. So thank you so much, and when we go back, before I conclude, when we go back, just retrospect what we have to do as a woman. Should we uplift ourselves, or should we just stay where we are comfortably and get uncomfortable for unnecessary reason? Thank you all.
Poila tole bosti Christianity na hadam tole kacha thagatam tole bosti larai kore to ejun la matha kate to itu tamte holbi maiki manu ke bi safe kore pote kore to kheti kam hai ase poila tole school nai covid nai kumi education nai church to nai Christian te hanai to kheti jadu bi maiki khan mota khan ekil gudi bi cha to mota khan bole poila tole bonduk bi nai khali spear aro tao itu haside to itu logine larai kure to kheti jalu bi maiki han ke save ko kane spear tao lohan age maiki khan tole 20 itu khana sana ta ge bukhi dibo aro mota khan aro spear tao lo aro piche ene kune kheti bi jaine kam ko gine rati de aro ahatan bi enega same position enega kune bosti punje do aro bosti kheti de ja tan de bosti de maiki khan bacha khan as do aro itu khan ki bi sabole rukhi bole wire de itu brave work khan itu etum mondango itu larai de para khan special khan aro bacha gine itu bosti bi ro khaine maiki khan potte kune save kune ahiside.
And mind you, when I talk about this comment section, thousands of female journalists are subjected to such violence. And also reality, if we're talking about Nagaland's context, 100% of the female journalists feel objectified on screen. Talking about it, and from your homes to schools to colleges to churches, I feel like it's high time to talk about this as well. We become very busy for us journalists as well, but at the end of the day, we fail to focus on our mental and emotional well-being.
Today I stand before you with a deep sense of responsibility and hope. We gather here not just to speak about women empowerment and the elimination of violence, but to reaffirm that truth that has always existed within our Naga society, that a community cannot rise if its women are held back, silent, or unsafe. Naga society has always been known for its courage, its dignity, its resilience. Our ancestors believe in harmony, shared responsibilities, and collective progress. Yet, as we evolve, we must also acknowledge the realities that challenge us today, realities that prevent many of our women and girls from living with dignity and freedom they deserve. Violence against women is not only physical. It comes in many forms: emotional, economic, cultural, and structural. It exists in the silence we are pressured to maintain, in the opportunities denied, in the fear that controls our choices, and in the attitudes that normalize discrimination.
Are you prepared to spot a scam before it strikes? Scammers use fake messages, flashy promises, and tip groups to mislead you. One quick check can save your money. Always verify before you invest. Visit the SEBI Interactive Zone, play, learn, and become scam smart in minutes. Stay alert, stay informed. Join the SEBI versus Scam mission at stall 100.